One thing I respect about Bill King is he's a very respected and humble person. Right? He doesn't boost around. Although every year he is in the full year top 3 in the branch, if you know, okay? And he also achieved the Star Property Awards for the sub-sale most volume category. So another thing I like about him is his consistency in closing sales. So for example, for me, I want to change from doing a lot of rental to doing a lot of sales. I also learning from him. So let us have a round of applause to invite Bill King.
Hello, good morning everyone.
Good morning.
And Happy New Year.
Hot.
Okay, I like these small sessions because I can felt the energies, you know. I like reason I initiated this charters because I find we need some good energies and positive energy around us. So like today, everyone turns up. I think you guys deserve a round of applause. Please give yourself a round of applause. Because you guys can make a decision to come here. That is very important. You know, I mean, whenever we share out, okay, we have this charge up, and you guys have make a decision, very quick one, but some of them might be thinking, you know, should I come or not? So making a decision, the first decision is very important because that shows how eager you are to. You guys come here, I believe you guys want to know how to qualify the incentive trip, right? You guys wanting to go for Hokkaido, right?
Yes.
Right? Okay. So you see, making a decision very important. That is also determination. You know, once you have determinations, then you can kickstart your actions. Okay. That one later on, I might brief a bit about it. So today, for those who don't know me, I'm Kelvin Lau, also known as Bill King. And you might curious whether I give myself this name or someone given to me. Did anyone know about it?
No.
You all don't know, right? This is what we want. Yeah, like everyone, like really look forward into it. Yeah, and pay attention to it because for those who have heart, right? We all leaders in Tech Realtors are ready to help to share. I don't care you are under which team managers. I don't care as long as you are Tech Realtors, regardless you are from Penang, you are from Johor, Malacca, wherever. If you want to come, you just register, you just come. This is what we want. We want to help each other. Every time you guys get together, why I suggest every week is because every week. Now we are talking about every week because we want you guys to keep yourself warm, hot, and you guys can keep moving. You know, humans like that. Humans, when we have obstacles, we face challenges, we have up and downs, but we want to shorten the down. So that's the reason every week just come back, see each other. You guys can encourage each other. When I see you, you see me. You still work as an agent. But not clear. Okay, you will self motivated. Hey, this fella so lousy also continue, you know. I should actually continue. I mean, these are all the chemistry things, you know. So we gather together. Once we gather together, we have the energy and power. This is called what? Synergy. They say synergy, right? So talking about the title, Bill King. So after that, I sort of like, okay lah, just accept lah. But then I found out this one is very important. It's actually a branding, very important. So build your own brand. You know, you just have to think of what sort of branding you want to build. Okay, so today, very short because I have 30 minutes for me today. I would like to share a top 10 secret. Today's title is what? Secrets to qualify to Hokkaido, to qualify incentive. So, top 10. Okay, I would like to share top 10. Top 1, cannot write but you'll write down. Top 1, planning. Top 1, planning. Very important planning. Why? This is to kickstart. How like to? It's like, example, if you are going to Penang, right? You want to plan, right? So planning very important. How you plan? Okay, how you plan? You guys know how to qualify, right? Like the target is 300 per year, right? To qualify Hokkaido. You don't know, right? So 300,000 gross commission paying to qualify Hokkaido. But also another option is 250, but you thought a bit, okay? So it's 250 and 300. So we aim 300. So if you divide every month, 1 month is how much you have to hit? 25, right? 25,000, right? 25,000. So today, if you come here, I'm telling you, every month you just plan 25,000. I'm sorry, this one primary school also no. You will say primary school also no. Why should I come here? No. So today I'm telling you, you plan differently. That's the secret. The secret is you have to plan 33,000 per month instead of 25,000. All right? Why? Because 300, you have to aim 200,000 for the first 6 months. Not every month equally. Then your chances will be high. So you have to aim that. Whether you can do it or not, it's not important. More important, you plan ahead. You dare to plan. People, you ask, are you so easy, man? 33,000 per month, some more consistent, some more. You ask, you will start to doubt yourself, can or not? You say very easy, man. But don't forget, recently we went to Osaka, right? Osaka, Nara, and stuff. A qualifier names David Chan. He's part-timer. He can qualify 250,000 per year by doing part-time. Anyone here doing part-time? Part-time, right? The rest are full-time, right? So I don't think you guys have an excuse. You cannot do it. It's all about mindset, not ability. I'm telling you, seriously. You got to think it right, correctly. Then that will make you possible. If you think you cannot, I'm sure no way you're not going to qualify. All right. So okay, first just set 33K. So example for the first month January, if you can't hit 33K, you said Chinese New Year cannot hit. You say you cannot hit. How? February, come back. Let's say example January you hit 20K. So we left out 13K, right? Lack of 13K. So the February, you add another 13K.
Valentine's Day.
Or the better way is 13K divide the balance of 5 months. Alright? So not so stressful, ma. Alright? So the first thing, don't look for the whole years, first 6 months first. First 6 months for 200,000 first. And then later on, the second half, only 100K. By the time you're almost there, if you're almost like 200,000, then you have full confidence, you have full year, then you are very near to 300,000. At the end, you're short of a bit, you still hit 250. You still able to go. Alright? This is how you should plan. Okay, that's first thing first. If you don't plan that one, the rest, how can you are also like, okay, unless you are like already performers, then different story. I'm talking about those like, every year you hit 100,000, 200,000, you're almost there. Change a bit. Today is a good day. It's the first day, it's 3rd of January. It's the first working days of this year, 2023. We are full of hope. So just plan ahead. Seriously, do something for yourself. Okay? Today, I'm sharing all these motivations, all this is for your own good. I just felt like we should actually all achieve together. Because so fun, we go travel, right? Eat there, find food. Hey, Hokkaido is very good. But Japan very good. The last trip was my first to Japan, very good. Japan very good. I'm sure you guys have been there, some of them. But for those who haven't been there, you should go. And even those who went already, a lot of Malaysians, right? They went there, they come back, they say they have a feeling. 10 out of 10, they say they want to go back again. Very good country, very nice. So just try your best. After all, trip just a trip. Throughout, you make 300,000. How much you get your comms? A lot, right? Your incomes. So that's very good. Okay. So after that, the second, write it down. Second. So what's second? What do you think? The second one. What's the secrets? The second, what you do? You work out your plan. You plan your work. You work out your plan. So there is work out your plans. Okay. Okay, how you work out your plans? Okay, Henry, are you here? Okay, Henry, how you work out your plans is actually okay. 1 month you need to hit 33K, right? Okay. May I know what sort of property you're doing? Like you're focusing in which area, and what's the price, market price? What is?
Quantum price is around 1 million, mix of condo and landed.
Okay, so for him 1 million. 1 million, how many you have to sell in order to hit 33K? 3, right? It's actually 1 or 1.5.
3%.
Alright, because 3%. Okay, another very top secret is you have to try your best to get 3%. Very best, all best by all means. Because if you don't get, it's okay. I mean, sometimes we know, whatever you said 3%, what's the next seller will say? 2%, people charge 2%. How you encounter the problem? How you tackle the what's the solution for it? How you convince the owner? That you have to learn. But first thing first, you have to think 3%. I remember 1 year in 2018, I have quite a big breakthrough because I've changed from 2 to 3. Every case I try 3%. Every case. But not every case I can get lah. But then there are some cases I didn't get. Then I save a lot of time. I found out I save a lot of time. Imagine if I get 3, I almost like equal to do 2 deal already. It's like 1 normal deal, 1 corporate deal. So that saves a lot of time because 1 deal for you to close, you might need to show 5 or 10 times. That's a lot of time, right? And most of the time, not many good sellable unit also like, okay? So 3, first thing 3, write it down, 3%, try your best. And if you don't know, I'm not going to teach you how to do it, but in details, if you want to know more, you can look for me or whatever the leaders here you find, they can actually teach you a bit of the tactic, but 3%. But if you cannot get, then probably 2.5. Ultimately, if very competitive that unit and it's very easy to sell, 2 units is fine. But you have to have the mindset 3% first. Okay, so for Henry, 1 house plus 1 rental, 33,000, or 1 normal house plus 1 co-broke. So you have to plan. Like for those who actually do condo here, condos. What's the price range condo for your area?
500.
Yeah. Okay. So you see, for her, right? Then she probably have to do like 2 to 3 units per month. Okay, that's your plan ahead. I got a secret from David Chan, the part-timer. Maybe one day we should invite him as a guest speaker. I asked him, hey, how you qualify? You so busy one, just you part-time you can qualify. He said he never do rental. He just focus on sales. And he's selling 2 millions properties, and he managed to qualify. So for those, everything is workable. I mean, whatever you do, condos, factories, whatever, you just plan accordingly. So as long as 33K per month, that is to guide you through, follow the right path, make sure you're on the right path. Okay, all right. This is how you work out. All right. To me, right. Another thing is I always write down my top 3 list. In fact, it's top 10 list. So, but I will focus on top 3 lists that I have. Really work well for them. Work very well because every morning when I wake up, I look at the top 3 lists. Go inside my mind. Wherever there are clients calling in, they want our professional advice. What are the good ones? Normally they look for good ones. I mean, there are some they have the specific requirements. I know, but most of them is my area. They call in 1.2 got good one good condition, which you don't have one. You see, so they call other agents also telling the same thing, also don't have one. So what make you difference with other agents is you can advise accordingly. What are the very good ones? What are the very top 3 ones in the market? If you are looking for this area, and then you advise, you sold them, chances for you to close is higher. So always, if you have a listing, your own one, list down the top 3. But I have the other way, because I'm focusing in one area, I actually search other agents' top listing also. I propose others top listing also. So not only my top listing, other agents top listing also. Okay, so the chances you can close it is very very high because human are lazy. Instead of looking for instead of looking for few, they prefer looking for one-stop solution. That's the reason why many one stop. Yeah. If I can go through just you know the whole area listing, why should I go for 10 agents? Okay, that's the secret. Okay, top 3. Okay, so for those who are pretty new or not enough listing, so what do you do? Actions. What your plan? You work out your plan. You have to make sure you accumulate your listing. Right? If you want to hit 33K every month, you want to sell like 1 to 2 units, or even like 2 to 3 units. You have to make sure. What's your name? The foreigners. Like foreigners, right? Foreigners have to have. I think this year you must have try your best 30 to 50 listing for you. If you now probably you have 10, 20 listing, just increase your listing to 40. For Henry, at least 20 to 30 listing on hand. Numbers. If you don't have the numbers listing, how are you going to sell? So how? Find listing. You have to find listing. Make sure you have that number of listing, then you can easily sell. Because if you got nothing, you ask for people co-broke, can. What if people don't co-broke? I don't know, I find this word is realistic. Why? If you don't have enough listing, if you're like 1 or 2, chances for other agents to cover with you is not that high compared if you have 30, 40 listing. Because the agent think one day he might need you, right? So make sure you're hardworking to find more listing. Yeah. Okay. Okay. That's how you should work out your plan. All right. Make sure. Okay, 33K, 1 sales, 1 rentals. All right. Well, for those who actually focus on one area, I would recommend you to, if you are doing full time, I would recommend you to do sales and rental, but focus on sales. Why you should do rental? Because you need a relationship, you need a connections with the seller. I have one deal. I have one at one time. I actually like really focus on sales. I try to give up a bit on the rental, and then all of a sudden I find out that units for sale. I call the agents. I call the owner. Then the owner said, "Oh, you call my agents." I said, "I got buyer." Then he said, "No, I already signed the exclusivity agents." Then I said, "Okay lah, never mind lah. I just wait for it expire lah." Bloody hell, signed 6 months and agent. I was like 3 months only. So okay lor. Then I go and call the agents. I said, okay lah, okay, cool. Then after all counting already lah. Then I just found out, right? Why the agent is the relative or what? I just found out because last time this agent helped this owner to rent out. Because I never want to do rental, so no relationship built, right? So after that incident, right, I tell myself I want to do rental also. So yeah. I mean, rental is not because of this. I mean, of course it helped a bit lah, but in the future, next time they want to look at it. But it works, okay? So yeah. Okay, so alright. So so first planning, second work out your plan lah. Okay, third is what lah? Huh? No.
Top 3 listing.
Third is those are like the sub one. Third secret.
Top 3.
Is don't talk only, action. So the top 3 secret is actions with display. Imagine if you like you plan go Penang play and then you already plan what to eat lunch or all this, right? But you never drive, you never start the drive, nothing gonna happen, right? So actions, alright? You already set target, you already plan, and really know what you want to do, what are the targets, properties, right? So now you have to start. A lot of people ask me, Say how to start. I want how to start. How to start? 手震腳震 shake already. How to start? So this one come to time management. Time management. You know insurance agents, right? They're very tough, right? They're very good. They're very aggressive, right? Right? Why? Because every Monday they also like it. Every Monday they have a motivations. So that's the reason I find it's very good. So I think if you guys for the next round, right, I will try to open a little more. I'll talk to the teenager a little more. Instead of limited to 25 packs, we might increase a bit. So you see, time management very important. Okay, so this top three, the secret is actions with display. Actions with display. You have to do it routinely. Okay, repeatedly. Okay, I'm not sure whether you guys rest in any days or not. Monday to Sunday. Anyone don't rest on Monday to Sunday? All work one, don't care one, go appointment to school. Anyone? Yeah, I'm the one. Actually, I'm the one. I don't rest. Like Monday to Sunday, I got appointment out to school. Anyone like said Sunday no work one Monday to Saturday or you're just like got appointment to school, right? I don't know. Everybody's schedule are a little different because some that you might have families and you have to take care of kids and like that. But it's fine whether you don't work 7 days a week. It's fine. Like probably you can rest on Monday and then the rest you work, or you can rest on weekend Monday to Friday. For those who do commercial one, Monday to Friday, weekend rest I think is quite alright because commercial normally weekend they don't really look for it. But for residential for myself, weekend is pretty busy, so I work 7 days. So okay, talking about this, right? So you have to plan ahead whether you want to rest on which day or you want to work 7 days. That you have to plan ahead. But I just found out those very successful people. You know what time they wake up? For those very successful people like tycoon, they wake up 5 o'clock. 5 in the morning. So what they do? They wake up early morning, 5 o'clock. They go exercise a bit. Exercise, read books. Exercise, shower, breakfast, and read book. Right? That is a very good habit. But to me, I don't know. I just advise you guys probably you all can wake up at 7 o'clock. 7 is good. 7 is really good because that's the time when the sky right. So 7 is good. So you can plan. If you want 8 also okay. But I'm telling you that you have to plan and make it routine every day. 7 wake up. Maybe I don't know some of you 10 o'clock wake up. 10 o'clock wake up mean gone already because by the time you wake up, brush this lunch already. Gone. The best of the best time will be of the day, right? This morning. To plan ahead and then you know what to do. It's like now, the best year is beginning of the year to plan and then you work up your plan. Right? So that's the reason we have this topic today. Very important. So every day you wake up early, 7 o'clock if possible. This one just advice, right? You guys can plan ahead accordingly, right? But you need to change. You need to plan ahead. You need to be, let's say, if you don't plan, let's say today I wake up 8 o'clock. Tomorrow I wake up 7:30. Then the day after I wake up 10 o'clock. Gone. You have to be consistent in order to see the result. Okay? Okay? Alright, so you plan ahead. Okay? So 7 o'clock and then I would reckon 7 to 7. At one point in time I was very down because I have competitor also. Okay. So my sales was a bit slow. I called boss. I said, boss, how I very ganjiang already. Ganjiang, sales drop a bit. So he said, don't stay at home. Get out of your house. After that, I listened to boss. Lunch also. I early morning wake up already. After breakfast, I just go. Never go back home until 7 o'clock. And I continue like that. Even I got nothing to do, I'll just stay in the cafe, order a cup of coffee and think, what should I do? Then after that, okay, I should run it. I should go there and check out what's out of the house, vacant, which one. This owner I should follow up. This buyer I should follow up. when you're outside alone, right, you'll find less distractions rather than you stay at home, gone already. Biscuit TV turn on. Like, and then, wow, very comfortable. So, all gone, right? Don't forget you've got competitors out there. If not, because there are minimum, 30,000 agents around, right? Minimum, I don't know, roughly about that. It's not only you guys. So you have competitors. If you're lying on the bed watching the TV, other one very hardworking, who's going to make the deal? Of course, they will take the deal, right? So we got to be disciplined, seriously. Action with discipline. Alright, so plan ahead. Get out of our house, come back to the office, or wherever you want to hang out outside, don't go back to the house, seriously. I mean, after 7 p.m. can. Okay, so you can get out from the house like 9 o'clock. Up to you, you plan ahead. Then lunch, I don't know, just lunch outside, then see people around, see owner, flop, tenants, buyer, mix with colleagues or even other agents, agency agents also can. Make sure yourself most of the time you spend as related to real estate. Make sure you have result. Because sometimes I heard of some cases they was looking for a listing, then they come back to office, talk, oh, you got the listing. Right. Okay? So that is the top 3. 4. Okay, wait. Okay. Haven't 4 yet, 3 still. Okay, so you know we can search every day. Can search 3 listings, right? 3, right? So make sure I don't know lah. Raise your hand if you really everyday 3 search on without disconnect. Everyday 3, right? Without feel, right? Every day.
For buyer very busy, I just stop lah. If not, every day continue.
Okay, very good, very close to that. But if you can do it every day 3 listing, it's very powerful. It's very good. Every day 3 listing means how many? 90, 90, right? Okay, discipline means every day 3 listing. Search. Every day spend 2 to 3 hours. Okay, one day you got how many hours? 24, right? So you spend 7 to 7, 12 hours, you got 12 hours. So minus all the makan, toilet, blah, blah, blah. You got 8 hours, right? 8 hours. 8 hours. If you find, going around 2 to 3 hours per day, right? Find out the listing, whatever vacant, 2 to 3 hours per day, your area. Okay? 1 hour to call up the 3 listing. More than enough, 1 hour. Hey, this one, hey, I found your house vacant. And then send to admin. 3. That one probably cost you another 20 minutes. So every day you do that. Then the rest of the time up to you what you want to do. But don't go back home. Just stay at your area. Alright, do whatever is related. Okay. Just continue like that. Then you can accumulate a lot of listing. Okay. Continually, that's required discipline. Okay, let's do it. Then you will see a result. Okay, so I share a bit because I have been this line for how many years already? Since 18 years. I mean this rate, 18 years. So I share a bit. Actually, finding listing, we spend about 70% of our time finding listing. If you do agree with me, this is my point of view. And 20% of viewing. 20% of time is viewing, 10% is negotiating. Right? So that's why we have to spend a lot of time for looking for a good listing or listing. Okay? So when people, I'm sure you have met your friends which is not agents or your relative, families, they ask, hey, how busy or not? Every time I got asked these questions, I don't know how to answer. I don't know how to answer. Should I answer busy or not busy? Because if I answer not busy, means something is wrong. You will never finish one, agents. You will never finish your job. Because when you are free, so there's something wrong. It's already something wrong. Because there are so many things to do. If you have nothing to do, you got no viewing, what you can do? Look for a listing. There are ample listing out there. A lot of listing out there you can look for. Doesn't have to be your area. It can be like your next area. Right? So how you answer normally? Okay lor, market slow lor, very free lor. Wow, jialat already answer like that means out of track already. Okay. Yeah, just have to make yourself occupied. Seriously. That's why they say, oh, how much you put in. Like if you're learning piano, right, you're putting a lot of time in piano. You're good in it. Why people ask, well, you know result market, don't blame the market. Never blame. I want to give you a good example. Join Gu. Good or bad? Market good or bad still up there, hello. Why? Because she is very focused. The market good or not, all this chit chat, you can like talk to the clients, seller, buyer, make sure there's a result. Agree with me or not? Yes, Join Gu never say market bad one, Just how to do it only, Market bad, there is a way. Market good, there is a way. In fact, I'm telling you, market good, I can be lazy. Market bad, I have to be hardworking. But a lot of people thought, as very outsider, they thought, market 都唔好啦，唔使咁勤力，死火啦，like that. Market not good, have to be hardworking. Correct or not? Market good can slack a bit, relax a bit, because people look for you. There are many buyers, right? Outsider don't know, but you know. So whenever you want to rest a bit, market good time can rest a bit lah. But market not good that time don't, because you want to make sure your sales consistent. Consistency, can ask me seriously. Okay, so alright. So fourth, now fourth only bit. Fourth. The fourth top secrets will be follow-up. A lot of agents they told me that they've done all this accordingly, follow my advice, everything, but never follow up. More follow up, people follow up, other agents follow up, gone already. Other agents close it. You have to follow up. Follow up is very important. I have a case where the clients I follow up 2 years plus only managed to close. I mean, it's not only one, like few of them. 2 years close. Because some of the clients, right, they need times. But some clients, many this in this world there are many types of people. Right? Some very kanchiong type, they see one or two they want to buy. God knows, so not many lah. If you're lucky enough, you bump to them. Normally, averagely, they will take about 2-3 months to less than half a year to look for a house. But some they just take at their own sweet time. Like yesterday, consider close case lah. 3 years, almost 3 years. So sometimes you have to study a bit, you have to pay attention, listen to them. If they are not kanchiong type, you don't need kanchiong. No need kanchiong. No need rush. Just be patient. Right. So be patient and then slowly follow up a bit. I have a very good way to close those like slow type one. I have a very good way to follow up with those fast one, slow one, intermediate one. Oh, so I have a very good way. You know what I do? Like I previously I shared before. Once the buyer come in, inquiry, talk more a bit, chat. Then you categorize them into a 4 stage. First, second, third, and fourth. Where I shared before. First one is when they just started to look for this area. Hey, this area freehold, leasehold. Okay, first stage. Leasehold and freehold also don't know stage. Alright. Second one is like, oh, I think I want this area, not bad this area, but I'm still not sure. Like, okay lah, good one I will consider second stage. Third one is like, oh okay, I want intermediate, I want phase start one, budget around 1.5 like that, you know. Then if you've got a good one, can. The fourth one is like, oh, I must buy already. Good one, I will just snatch. So all this, right, you know how I do? Whenever you recorded down your clients' names, right? So normally call in one first stage, I just record as normal, alright? I will also put the date behind, so at least next time when he call me, I know when's the first time he called me. The second one, I will put a sign behind. You can put, I put one already. Put other sign, but you all can put one. Dollar sign. You all can put dollar sign. Okay? Very interesting, because you see the phone call in, dollar sign. You get more. Okay, you put dollar sign, one. Third stage, dual dollar sign. Fourth stage, $3 sign behind. Very effective.
See the money coming.
Money coming, get very motivated. Okay, that one very effective. So when you get motivated, you pay more efforts and more times, chances for you to close is high compared to other agents. Don't forget you have competitors. Okay? Okay, the fifth secret, focus. You have to be really, really focused. Focus as in how, whenever clients come in, right, you already focus in it. Come in, you already know, you can tell, okay, this one, for me, I tell client, wow, here looks so expensive. Oh, sorry, not very expensive. This is market price because 2 days ago this one transacted this price. Last week this one transacted. 2 weeks ago this one transacted this price. Why you have to do so? Because they will find your difference. Okay, even though it's not your close one, but you if you get updated, also you can tell them. Okay, but best is you close lah. You can tell, oh, this one I close, this one. You only show your offer letter can, right? You know why? You need to be different. Because transacted who also can access already now, 3 months ago, 6 months ago, correct? Right? So you have to tell. So you have to focus. Then you have all this info. Right? Once you focus, sure something will happen. Definitely a lot of things will happen. Once you focus, you know this one rented out. You know this client or who on the market, Mr. on the market, this and that. Very effective. Very effective in closing. When you focus, right? Focus, okay? Okay. Lower down. Okay. Because once you focus, right? You'll lower down the distractions. Alright? Because we full of distractions here lah, there lah, 珍珠奶茶啦, 4D games lah, you know all this, right? Then if you focus, all these distractions you don't have. Then you have the upper hand. Focus. Alright? Number 6, sharpen your closing skill. How to sharpen? Communication skill is very important. Do you believe communication skill is it born to be or come with naturally, or we have to train? Can be trained, right? Can be trained, right? I believe can be trained. You think Joanne Khoo is born to be? Not really. Trained to be since young train. So everyone can talk well, can communicate better one. Just have to talk more, train more, Like if you are getting a house where facing the west, west house, Chinese to want hot, super hot, how to sell? I'm saying sell lah, I don't need to sell already. You know what? I also the same thing. I also hot Chinese to like. So I also had the same mindset. Then until I met one agent, can see sunset one. Can see sunset? What the heck? Okay. Then I start to change a bit. We are not telling lie, but we are telling it's facing west in a better way. Correct or not? So you can see, what this one can see sunset. Very romantic. Okay, so there's many ways. So if let's say it's next to the MRT hub, wow, very noisy, cannot lah. Oh, never mind, you can do the soundproof windows. All this, right? You can say like that, don't say that. Just say, oh, so convenient, walk also reach already MRT. It's also telling that it's close to MRT, but it's just a better way. I mean, all these are the way you express communication skill, right? So you can improve that way. And then, for those house facing wall, how to tell? Facing wall, point the kinsan facing wall, how to tell? Feng Shui no good one. How you tell?
I will see
More parking space.
More parking space, and then wow, this wall so high can do decoration. It's also telling there is a wall, but better way. You just have to be. Sometimes you have to be humorous a bit, but don't tell lie. Okay, that's it. So this is you can make people relax a bit. All these it helps for the closing, you know. Against negotiation skill, it's about. I just shared something to yesterday one agent, his tech agent also. I just shared with him. I told him negotiation skill very important, but the most important is how you negotiate from 2 to 3. He just got shocked, impressed. He said, yes, every time I cannot press less than 2, 1.5, 1.8. He asked me how. I said, you have to. That sharpen a bit. I got tell the secret a bit, but that one next time They cover a lot. Okay. So negotiations, you have to you have to sharpen a bit. So change a bit. I know you just try to listen to those. Sometimes you don't know what a better way to express that. Can just call team managers and whatever, get their opinions, or listen to others. Sometimes we cover, right? Listen to others. If you find good ones, just pick up, right? This one is very important because sometimes if your closing skill is not good, you spend a lot of time, also very tiring. So closing is very important. Okay. So every case, every viewing or any negotiations that fail, right, or not fail or success, right. Before you enter to a negotiations, before that, normally I will write down. If I'm trying to convince the buyer to buy, I will write down the few points that I managed to convince the buyer. I write down before I call, right? If I fail, right, after that I will brainstorm myself. Hey, why? What's the reason? Next time we can do better. So remember, every case is your case study. Just write it down. Think before and after. Before and after. Every time if you think, you get better, for sure. Okay. So just don't scared of making mistake. Just stay to make the mistake and then you learn from there. But of course, you know that is a mistake. You don't persist and do So, but if you already make mistake, don't be too sad. Just learn from the mistake. Right. Okay. So number seven, be different. You have to be different. As I said earlier, 30,000 in the market, 30,000 agents. Why the buyer want to buy from you? I mean, other than stock, yes, you have a good stock, all right? Then let's say there's 2 agents. Why the buyer want to call you, not the agents? I mean, look, it's one thing, but there are other ways to improve. So the branding is very important. This one, branding. I would like to give one example, not our agency, it's other agency. She actually did very well. Why am I talking about her? Is because I find she's very good. I think not necessarily have to be tagged. Other agency, if they are doing well, why not we can learn from them? You see, they are doing so well in social media branding. There's one lady called Yim Hong. She's doing quite well for her own branding. All right, we can learn from there. So doing branding, if you're decided to do right, just find out how to do your own brand. Very important, branding. So that is make you difference because when people enter to one area, right? Like let's say example Tang Am Tun, they tend to links to Yim Hong. You see, so I mean I think it's pretty successful for those who, especially youngsters, they see social media. Normally they will see them. Okay, so do your own branding. Okay, regardless whether you have your own like Kinga, Quinga, or social medias, Facebook branding whatsoever, right? Leaflet whatsoever. Just make yourself famous in that area. That helps, right? Because people think of you first rather than others. Okay? So be different. Be different. Other than that, if always we have to do a little bit extra service or something extra than the normal agents, right? Like last time I learned something from Jack, the agents tech Jack. He said, even banner also have to be very detailed. The banner saying it a bit also. He said, cannot. You have to be like very strict, color very sharp. The numbers, bold, big, small, left, right, everything is very particular. So this actually it helps because you see, if imagine the factory have 5 banners, right? But because of banner, people see already, immediately cannot tahan, want to call you and are very successful. Alright, because why people cannot tahan is because you do something very different, but that is also very minor. Eye level lah, color sharp lah, your handsome face lah, neat and tidy lah, confidence lah, wear a good watch now. Just kidding. so I mean everything very detailed, very important also. After I listened to him, right? Because last time I really a bit left one, I just hang like that. A bit saying it also I don't care. So after that do it nicely, a bit really more calls on more calls seriously. So all these details I have to pay attention to it. Sometimes it's because you saying it, you miss out the deal already. You miss out the 20,000-30,000 already. Correct or not? Do it nicely, good positions. You get people call you, that is a general one. You already make 20,000, 30,000, correct or not? So details very important. Okay. Then of course we have this ComSite, right? ComSite, yeah. ComSite, we have this client's birthday, all this, right? Do it. They will remember you. Wow, this fella text me on my birthday or agent only. They will remember you. But if you send Happy New Year, all this it helps but a lot of people send them also But birthday very few. That's the reason our boss very good. They purposely do all this system to remind your clients, hey, now it's all Lusa birthday already. And next month birthday already. If you can do until every day also your client got birthday very successful. This is a lot of case very good. Right? So this one very important, small one. Okay. Okay. Be different also, another thing is we have to be professional. So give a good info, correct info, don't bluff don't chase one. Chase one no point because if you don't know, right? I learned something because last time when you just started, let's say you are new, right? You are not very familiar with the area, but you want to pretend that you know well. Then you say yes, no, yes. Don't know also say yes. It should not go. Last time also I did that before, but now I teach you the best way is whenever you don't know, you just tell, oh, this one I am not sure, but I will check it out and get back to you as soon as possible. Then the seller or clients, right, they felt your sincerity, they felt your honesty, then they will tend to together you. Because if you are hanky-panky, people find you are like, you don't know whether it's bluff one or it's blur. Chances to close very low. Okay? So, be professional, just speak for professional. Okay? Talking about just now, I shared with the yesterday agents. He said he recently did one deal at 3.3 million, and he only got 30,000 commissions. 13,000. What? So he said, I scared later I miss out the deal. This got competitors. Then I tell him one thing. I say, if you want to go wrong, if you want to make a lot of money, you have to follow your principle. This one, if I will, I will stay minimum 2%. That will be how much already? 66,000 already. Stay minimum 2%. If I miss out, never mind, I miss out. Then for the next coming case, you get more. Because one first time you think, never mind, I discount a bit, go on already. You will venture to a very suffering real estate life because you will do a lot but you get very little. That's not healthy for real estate life. Okay, so just try your best, minimum 2, but of course now have to adjust to 3 . Okay, number 8. This one very important because without this one the rest probably not going to work out. Your mindset have to be very positive. Your mindset. If you are like plan everything very excited, this and that, but you are pessimistic, you keep thinking negative stuff, you don't realize nothing. Sorry. Mindset very important. You have to be positive. Positive. How to become positive? Come here, right? Come here, chat a bit, call your team manager. Once you feel down, immediately call your team manager. Hey, how I very sad, let me stop. Then you think your manager will sit together with you? No way, right? He will motivate you, right? Come on, you go and close. Then in I go over, right? Come on, right? He should motivate you, correct? So then after that, you can keep going. So just to me, I also down also. You see my result, be consistent. I also up and down. I down also. Down what I do, I quickly go and call those very aggressive agents. Call them, hey, chicken rice, come chicken rice. Come chicken rice, talk a bit, relax a bit. Then once you mix with those positive people, you suddenly automatic positive already. if you very cham, I mean, people is like that, human, cham, they go and find who cham. You know what I mean? Then the one got case already lah. So you have to find those people, yeah, positive. Yeah, very sad like that, very pity. Okay, so just mix with them lor. So normally sometimes I also will call boss, Joanne, Janice, whatever you want to call. You feel them, they are. Everyone also like they go up and down, but sometimes like you find this agent suddenly very hot, you can call them, mix with them, very important. Or even you call other agency one, they can motivate you. It's okay. Other agents, you know. So just mix with them. Okay. Okay. For a strong body, we need a good food, right? Nutrition, right? But for our mind, what is the nutrition for our mind? Books, read books. It helps a lot. It helps you to calm down. It helps you to have a positive mindset. It helps you think positively. So whenever you are down, I would recommend you to read books. But of course, not comics lah. Read those like motivation ones, successful people ones, 7 Habits. All these books. It helps a lot. I read also lah, but not consistently. But I have to reset and just go. If you can do it like every day, right? You wake up, let's say you really wake up 7 o'clock, blah blah blah, breakfast whatsoever. You read like about 15 minutes book, really helps already. You'll be very positive, calm and positive, and more importantly, steady. Steady already, you'll be very steady and very calm. Seriously. Then when you do closing, you also very steady. Then people don't know why people like steady people. Okay, sign. You kanjong people very scared. Wow, this one commission only. You know. So this one you have to think. Yeah, your mindset very important now. Okay. Lastly, also very important. Lastly, number 9. This one is actually like combo one. The mindset positive, and then before that, very important. But why I put almost last is because last one always very important. It's your burning desire from your bottom of heart. Your burning desire, because if you don't have the desire, you're not gonna make it. I mean, plan. After that, first month hit 10K only. Second month 5K, 3K. Oh, because initially very hot, hot. Then after, why? You don't have the desire. You must have the burning desire from the bottom of heart. Why? What? Because you see, we all know salary one. No one gonna push us, right? So what can make us move forward is yourself. Actually, the self motivation is the best. But of course, this one also second best lah. This one everywhere. But because sometimes Thursday you break down already, how you self motivate lah, you know. So burning desire. What is burning desire? Like if you have a dream one a bit intangible lah. But you can find out your motive also. Your motive. 你的推动 your motive. Like if you want to, depends everyone is different like okay, this round very obvious, we want to go Hokkaido, or you want to buy a car, buy a house, you want to feed baby, or if you have a dream you want to be millionaire, whatsoever. Like myself, I have a dream, I want to be millionaire. This move me forward now. This is a burning desire. You see burning desire, you have to go and find out. Like obviously I can tell people have burning desire or not. I can tell, seriously. I see already, I can tell. Like Joanne obviously is very obvious. Okay, why? I mean I will invite her as a guest speaker sometimes. Well, we will ask I will ask the questions. What made you so motivated? Right? What are the things that pushing you? Okay, so you must have a burning desire. That's I always share because today, if I teach you like the technical, what you need to do, how you need to zha the area, how you advertise and all this, what wording, nice wording do, all these are technical. Because to me, if you don't have the heart and the desire, you're not going to do it, ma. So that's why I mentioned all this very important. You have to find out. Once you find out, you really want to go for it, you can do it. Because at the time, you will find your way. You will find your own way. Right or not? Okay, the last one, last but not least, come to this child every week. Yeah, this is the last one, which is also very important. Seriously, we want all together, go together, and happy together. I want you guys to make money. I want you guys to motivate each other, encourage each other. We want a good atmosphere, a positive environment in apparatus. Okay, I think today I will end my session here.
Okay, you can remain there. Okay, good. Okay, let's give him a round of applause here. Try to juggle within the time. So we will have 2 questions for Bill King. A quick one. Anyone want to ask anything from Bill King? You can raise your hand and can ask questions.
Sorry, maybe I miss it. What does the BU means? Your name? Or what?
My nickname lah.
It's Mata Utama.
Mata Utama. Because
so you specialize in Mata Utama.
Okay.
Mukit there also. So BU King means the king of the area.
Okay. Anyone have questions? Because very hard to have Bill King share to us. Yeah.
How to get SSC?
Oh yes, wow, good questions. Okay, quick one. SSC last time also they not to get I did not get. Then until Felicia, you know Felicia, like tech writers, she said it's a must because to me SSC not many last time before. Then she said it's a must to get one because after all you calculate it's actually a lot. So she said it's a must. So after that I start to practice, and you know what? I tell clients oh this one okay, SSC is like that. It's exactly like 3%. When your mindset think it's okay not to charge, you're not going to get it. But if your mindset say it's a must, very likely you will get it. Because, but of course not 100% because there are some cow people there, they're very stubborn. They don't give them no choice. But most of the time when you ask for it, it should be okay because you say this one is for government. I'll just say this one is for government. It's like if you eat KFC, you pay SSD, exactly the same. Right? So it's to government one because everything we all very popular, we all big company all got submit to the government one. All black and white one. But if those you find they all like scared one, you can say, oh sorry if you don't pay sorry I also won't pay for you one sorry lah. Then we submit, then government that side got record, then the one up to government like that. But of course those they know one, then they say no you pay one, then I will pay also normally but I will just try my best but probably 1 out of 20 cases I not managed to get. But it happens some owner they just don't care. But you just say it's a must.